It's time to take things to the next level with the Seagate 4 TB expansion drive. I know it's been exciting doing 1, maybe 2 TB, but why not go for 4? Anyways, it's been a number of years since I first took a look at the Seagate expansion storage when the Xbox launched. I think we're almost at like, what, 5 years? Something like that, kind of crazy. Be sure to like the video, subscribing's great as well. So anyways, they sent over early the 4 TB. So it's the same transfer rates, everything like that you had over the smaller drives, and now we just get to enjoy the unlimited potential of 4 TB of space, which is just absolutely massive. You can fit like all the Call of Duty games on it, but that's it. No more, just all the Call of Duties. But no, 4 TB is going to be pretty monstrous. I can't wait to get this plugged in and start like downloading games off of it and using it. It's going to be pretty awesome. So we'll show it off on the console and everything like that as per usual. And yeah, there it is. Let's unbox this. Here we go. It's time to open this up. Slide it out and enjoy the magic. Oh, it's at the top here. Totally forgot. That's it. Nope, seriously, that's all it is. It's just a little card, and you use it for your current gen storage. Plug it into the back of your console, and you are good to go. 4 TB of action. So after taking the drive and putting it into the back of the console in the specific slot, you will boot up your system and be given a couple options here. Will you be using storage expansion card with multiple consoles? We'll say attach to this one. We're going to use this drive with multiple consoles. And then, yeah, basically you will be good to go once it all kind of loads up. You know how these consoles are, right? And you'll see that I now have a storage expansion card with 3.7 TB of actual space being available for the 4 TB, which is pretty usual. That's actually pretty good for an NVMe. And then, of course, if you want to make any adjustments to your particular settings, you will have to go to System, Storage Devices, Storage Expansion Card. You can choose different things like change the installation locations, clear local cache, but you can press A and then you can choose everything you want. How it's configured, rename it, format it, set it as a capture location, view the contents of it, which will take you to your My Games and Apps. And yeah, bam, you've got a brand new storage that you can enjoy and move things through. And it's kind of sweet to finally have 4 TB available as an option because there's lots of space for games. Alright, let's talk about the Seagate 4 TB hard drive, which has been an absolute treat to use. We've got some scenic Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion in the backdrop as I talk about this. So, yeah, the drives for the Seagate storage have been incredibly helpful over the years. It's basically what our only option outside of like one, maybe two other choices. The Seagate storage has really grown. It was 1 TB off the bat. I've been using that for 4 or 5 years at this point. 4 and a bit, at least for sure. Years, the original, kind of little NVMe Seagate expansion card. And I haven't had any problems. It still runs incredibly smooth. If you've been on the channel, you'll see that I play a ton of games. Always downloading and deleting and uninstalling and moving and shifting things, and the drive has not quit. I easily am able to use it between my Series X and my Series S. It just slides in the back, and it has a great level of capacity to it. The 4 TB is definitely coming in at a bit of a higher cost point, of course, so that is basically in line with what the storage costs. And it is a bit more of a luxury type of storage solution, but no, it's really, really quite great. Out of the 4 TB, you get about 3.7, which is pretty good for capacity, because if you're not aware, when you buy hard drives, they usually advertise them as X amount, and then there's usually like missing gigabytes in there, sometimes hundreds, but yeah, 3.7 out of 4 is pretty good. Definitely a good amount in comparison to that. So, You can fit a lot of games on it. You know, I was joking about being able to fit all the Call of Duties, but no, you really can. You can fit what feels like limitless games on there, but it should help a lot for people that have had issues with the, you know, the 1 terabyte, the 2 terabyte not having enough space for them to fit their library of games, especially a growing library of current generation titles that require the optimized storage in order to run. I mean, I'm not sure you're going to be really wasting this on, you know, like older back compat games, unless, you know, you want snappier, quick speeds and everything like that. But, you know, the choice really is up to you. But I would say overall, I'm very, very happy with what they've accomplished and finally provided here for 4 terabytes. I mean, it's quite exciting. You know, if you're, like I said, been watching me over the years and stuff like that, 1 terabyte has been quite a lot to kind of deal with, if that makes sense, because you're like constantly having to move storage, because you've got like the 1 terabyte quote unquote on your actual drive. If you're on Series S, it's even less. Series S is a nightmare for storage. And then, you know, you get 1 terabyte, it's like, oh, you know, it's good, but it's like you can't fit a whole lot of games, especially when you got something like, you know, say COD taking up hundreds, you've got like NBA maybe taking up like 200 or something like that. Mortal Kombat's like 175, 180 gigabytes or so. So like they fill up pretty quickly. And, you know, even then, 4 terabytes would be like, oh, well, that's limitless. But, you know, potentially you could fill it up with games depending on what you have. It just allows you to basically have the capacity to have more storage and not have to worry as much about being like, oh, I've reached capacity. Oh, I gotta move things around. Oh, I gotta delete things. Because, like, you know, some people, you got faster internet speeds. It's not a big deal, right? You just upload and download to your heart's content. And for games, you just download them really quickly, and it's not as much of a big deal. But for some people that have like slower internet speeds or data caps or something like that, having that extra capacity is such an amazing improvement for, you know, just your experience, your quality of life for gaming, especially on the Xbox there. So it's really, really quite exciting because, you know, everything will be, hopefully your Xbox will be updating everything and stuff and having everything, you know, available to you without having to go through a lot of hurdles in regards to like moving storage to older storage and then moving it to new storage. You don't really have to deal with that problem as much. So I would say that that to me is a pretty big next step for storage solutions. It's funny because like in the Xbox One era, we got to these really large hard drive sizes. You know, I had like tens of terabytes of whatever old gen storage, but now it's like you need more, and it's great that we're building back up again while still having the faster storage for these better games. And now I just don't have to delete as much, which I think is awesome. I'm very happy with the card. I'm sure it'll be very good for me, and I highly recommend it if you have the availability to buy it.